Mom, you don't have to worry anymore. I remember the day my mom sat me down and said those 6 words that would change my life forever. You don't have to worry anymore. I was 20 years old and had been struggling with addiction for years. My mom had been through hell and back trying to help me, but nothing seemed to work. I was constantly in and out of rehab, always returning to my old habits as soon as I had the chance. But that day was different. I had hit rock bottom after a brutal binge and was finally ready to listen to my mom's advice. She took me to a reputable rehab facility, where I spent the next 90 days fighting my demons and learning how to live life without substances. It wasn't easy. I had to confront the reality of my addiction, the wreckage I had caused to myself and my loved ones, and the hard work required to rebuild my life. But my mom was there for me every step of the way, providing the support and love I needed to stay on track. One of the toughest moments in rehab was facing the truth about my past. I had grown up in a broken home, with absent parents and a lot of trauma. I had turned to substances as a way to cope with the pain and loneliness, but it only made things worse. But as I worked through my issues in therapy and group sessions, I began to see a glimmer of hope for the future. I made new friends who understood me and shared my struggles, and I discovered a passion for helping others who were in the same boat. After I completed rehab, I moved into a sober living home and started working on rebuilding my life. I got a job, reconnected with my family, and began to rebuild my self-esteem and confidence. Today, I am proud to say that I have been sober for 4 years. It hasn't been easy, and there have been plenty of ups and downs along the way. But every time I feel like giving up, I think back to that day when my mom told me I didn't have to worry anymore. I know that I am strong enough to overcome anything that comes my way. The road to recovery is never easy, but it is possible. With the right help and support, anything is possible. I am living proof of that, and I know that I will continue to fight for the life I want and deserve. With each step I take, I'm getting closer and closer to achieving my goals and living a life of joy and fulfillment. My mom's words will stay with me forever, and I know that no matter what, I will never have to worry again.